Hello students, in continuation with the previous theory in which we have checked how particularly a three-phase balanced circuit with star connected or the star connected balanced load will give you the performance, and how you can consider the value, each value of a impedance and the related value of a phase voltage and the line voltage and their respective value of a current and the relation between voltage and the current. Now today we start with the power relation, again with a star connected balanced load. Okay, now the total power consumed in a particular given circuit where you are using star connection, if the total power consumed is PT. Now here we are using three-phase balanced circuit, so that I can say that the power consumed in each phase I need to consider. Okay, now if the power consumed in a single phase, if it is PPH, I represent it by P, power consumed per phase, PPH. So if it is VPH, IPH cos of phi. Okay, this is the generalized equation for the power. So the total power consumed, if I want to consider, so PT, that is equal to 3P of PH. So 3 times VPH and IPH cos phi, where VPH and IPH are nothing but the RMS phase voltage and the RMS current value. Now in a previous lecture we have studied like VPH, the phase voltage, okay, or you can say that line voltage, that is root 3 times a phase voltage. So if I want to write down the equation for VPH, I can write it is equal to VL divided by root 3, and IPH like phase current, that is equal to phase line current. Okay, so PT, if I put all this equation in all these values in a previous equation, so that I can have this equation. So finally I can write total power PT, that is equal to this PT, that is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. Now this is a total power consumed in a particularly three-phase balanced star connected network. Now the apparent power S, if I want to measure, so apparent power S, like this power also applicable to all three phases in a circuit. Okay, so apparent power S, if I want to write, I can write S is equal to 3 into apparent power of, or apparent power per phase. So it is nothing but 3 into VPH IPH. So again nothing but I can have under root of 3 VLIL, and it is measured in volt ampere. Okay, so that is all about apparent power value. Now after considering the apparent power, now what about the active power P? The total active power P, okay, now that is equal to again 3 VPH, 3 because we are considering three phase circuit, 3 VPH IPH cos phi. Okay, it is measured in watts, so it is nothing but under root of 3 VLIL cos phi. Now the reactive power is nothing but Q is equal to 3 VPH IPH sin of phi. So again root 3 VLIL sin phi, and it is measured in volt ampere and the reactive. Now if I combine all three values of a power and I want to draw the power triangle, if I combine all these things, so I can combine it by a right angle triangle by considering the active power and the reactive power, so that I can have a apparent power. So this is all about the power factor value that one need to consider in a case of three-phase balanced star connected load. Now power factor, we all know the load power factor for the three-phase balanced star load is equal to the power factor of each phase in the load. So overall power factor, if I want to write, that is equal to cos phi, where the phi, that is the angle between the phase voltage and the phase current. So if I want to consider the overall power factor of a three-phase balanced star connected load, that is equal to cosine of the phase angle between the phase voltage and the phase current. I'll repeat, the overall power factor of a three-phase balanced star connected load is equal to the cosine of the phase angle between the phase voltage and the phase current. Now this is all about the important terms that you need to consider in a three-phase balanced star connected load. Now the numerical related to three-phase this star connected load one has to consider for G2 examination, and one need to consider all the equations related to star connected balanced star connected load. Okay, from voltage equation to current equation to power factor to power consumed, total power, active power and the reactive power, all the equation one need to memorize to solve the numerical. They can ask you in a numerical, or either they may ask you in a particularly in a theory. Now this is all about a star connected load. Now we start with the voltage and the current and power relation in balance delta connected load. In a balance delta connected load, we are using balance load, and that is in a delta connection. Now line voltage and the phase voltage for the delta connected supply. Now I first want to find out the relationship between line voltage and the phase voltage for the delta connected supply. Now you know that how we can draw the delta connection. This is my delta connection, okay, where I am consider R, Y and B all phase. Okay, now here you can say that the line voltage for the delta connected supply, if I want to write, so it is defined as the potential difference between any two lines. Potential difference between any two lines means a potential difference between R and Y. If I want to write, so I can write it by VRY, or I can write VRB, or I can write VYB, VYR, VBR and VBY. There are 6 possible line voltages available, okay, or I can consider the line voltages. Now if I'll take a potential difference between the respective line, okay, so that I can have a line voltage. Now again, as we define in a star connected load, line voltages are the sine wave of 50 Hz frequency, and the phase shift between the adjacent line voltage, that is 60 degree. So this is all about a line voltage that one has to, or one need to define. Now about the phase voltage. Now the voltage which is measured across the single winding is called as a phase voltage for a delta connection load. Voltage that is measured across the single winding is called as a phase voltage. So if I'll consider this is my delta connection, this is my single winding, and if I measure the voltage, okay, if I measure the voltage across the single winding, means across this single winding, so that is known as phase voltage. Okay, now over here if I measure the phase voltage across this particular first winding, in which I need to consider two lines like R and Y, so it is known as VRY. So typical value of a phase voltage in a delta connected supply, that is 415 volt or 440 volt. Now again here you know that VRY, VYB, VRB all are the line voltage itself. So for a delta connected supply, the phase voltages are same as the line voltage. Okay, so you can say that in a delta connected load, the line voltage that is equal to phase voltage. Okay, so that I can write V of L is equal to V of PH. Now the phase current and the line current. Now here again a delta connected load in which we are using 2 meter, one that is connected with a supply line R and the second that is connected with one of the windings. Okay, now if I want to measure the current value, or if I want to just label the current value, this is the current value IR, IY and IB. Okay, now this I of R that divide, okay, that is nothing but IR, that is divide over here into two part, IRY and a negative value of IBR. Okay, so this if I want to write, that divide into two parts, so we can say that the value of I of R or line current that is higher than the value of a current which is flowing through the particular phases. Okay, so here we can mention, I already mentioned line current that is higher than the phase current. So I of L is equal to I of R, okay, is equal to I of y is equal to I of b. That is nothing but your line currents, but IPH, the phase current value, that is IRY, IYB and IBR. Now the relationship between the line and the phase current, if I want to establish, so line current and the phase current in a delta connected balanced load, that is I of L is equal to under root of 3 of IPH. Okay, so here I can say that this value of a current IL, that is root 3 of IPH. So and value of I of Y, if I want to find out, so that I can write it is I of YB vector addition by considering the direction of a current. Okay, I of YB minus I of RY, I of B, that is equal to I of BR minus I of YB. So this is how you can write down the value of a current, okay, in a delta connected load. Now if I